Today I want to go over the Wuben G5 400 lumen flashlight. So this is a smaller light. I got this light because I want to actually go even smaller than this Rover Sling, so I got to really slim down on what I carry, so smaller light. It's just a little bit taller than your standard Zippo. The same width. So we all know the Zippo, at least the older generation knows the Zippo. So when it comes to the construction, it is metal. It feels like metal. It does feel very well made. The light does rotate 180 degrees, so it could face back, up, and forward. And it is the tolerances, or it does feel tight when you turn it, so it's not just loose. There's a clip right here. This one does feel a little loose. You have to pull out, so pull it out this way, and you could go forward, and then you gotta pull it out, turn it, pull it out, and it can go backwards. So you could put it on a hat, and it's actually not even moving, so it's secure, and it still stays, even though I bent it a little bit, it's still exactly where it is. It does have a magnet on the bottom, and so if you get, say, this ammo can, it does stay pretty well, even though it's pretty strong, even though the magnet isn't that big. It's just on the bottom of the base. And it does have a lock, so it won't turn on when this is down, which is the reason why I like this. So I usually keep a light, and I often keep it, say, if I have it on my backpack, it'll be strapped right here, so I can have hands on, and it's nothing on my head. And this is a light I used to carry on my strap, and if I put my backpack down, and it would press down and turn on, and it would run out of batteries. So I like this because of that lock, so it doesn't actually get turned on. So the function of it, you have to unlock it, so that's right in the middle, and you can go all the way to the top, and that is to expose the USB-C so you can charge it. So once it's locked or unlocked, you just press this button and it turns on. Press it again, it turns off, and then this is a little dial that goes up and down. So with the white light, if you just press it, it turns on. You turn it, it'll dim. Turn it the other way, it'll get brighter. Actually, no. So what I just did was I actually locked it and it turned off. So turn it on again. You go down, it gets dim, go up, it gets brighter, and you could keep going, and it'll just blink or turn off for a second, and then that's when you're at the highest or lowest. So it'll just keep doing that. So if you keep turning it, it'll just go off for a second. Same thing as you dim it, and then if you lock it, which I actually did, it turns off. It actually will turn off just changing position. So if you go up to the charging, it turns off. And it will turn on in the charging mode. And then if you just put it back or just drop it, it will turn off. So just changing this position does turn it off. If you want to change the light, the RGB, you turn it on, then you hold it, and then it will change. It'll change to the other bulb, which is the colored light, and then you turn the dial, and it'll change colors. So the colored light is 10 lumens. Press it again, turns off. Turn it on, it'll be at that colored light. So if you want to change it, you gotta just hold it, and then it'll go back to the white light. On full power, it lasts about 45 minutes. It is rated IP68, so it is dust proof and supposedly waterproof. Now, this area right here that exposes the charging area, it does not feel like it would be waterproof. So we're going to do a light torture test. We'll drop it in some water and see if any water gets in there. I say light because this is not a test light for me. It is actually my light, so I need it to actually work. Alright, so since it is IP68 rated, it's supposed to go to 1 meter for a certain amount of time. But realistically, I'm not going to dive with it. It'll just probably be in some rain. So we'll just drop this in here. Alright, so it's been about just a minute. Pull it out. And we will dry just the outside. Does it turn on? We will unlock it. It was on the last setting that I had it on. There goes white. Does it still get bright and dim? Yes. Alright, let's look in the USB. I would say a little water did get in there, so not really waterproof, probably more water resistant. So water did get in. Hopefully I didn't break it because I need to use this thing. Let's do a light drop test. Alright, we're here in the garage. So concrete. This is about how far I would be dropping it in real world, so about like 3 feet. And that didn't really sound good. Do it again. Now the other side. Alright, let's see if it still works. It looked like it turned on though. Alright, I dropped it around 3 feet on concrete. And it doesn't work anymore. So if I look at it, it's very dim, but it's on, and it doesn't work anymore. And I could see there's a little bit of water inside where the lens is from that 1 minute in this amount of water. So not durable whatsoever.